Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing quarantine reads number 2. So this is like episode 2. Anyone who knows me knows that I love a good African American romance novel, and my favorite author in that category is Brenda Jackson. I've been reading Brenda Jackson for years. She has more than 100 books. She writes for Harlequin Desire. She used to write for the Kimani line, but that's now, been sunset. But her books are out there. Like, let me tell you, like when the very first ebooks started coming out, those are Brenda Jackson books, okay? Those are all files. Those are Brenda Jackson books. So she's my fave author. And now she's retired from her regular day job, so now she just writes full time. And so she used to have this series. She has the series called it's like the Steele family. And so she had like a few characters left that she didn't write about. I think the last book was back in like maybe mid to early 2000s. And so she decided to kind of wrap them up and do the stories for the last 2 brothers. And let me tell you. So I follow her fan page. I don't know her personally. This is not a sponsored video. I am just an absolute Brenda Jackson fan. I love reading her novels. She even has a novel that was made into a movie on Passion Flix. That's from the Granger series. Oh yes. I definitely signed up for Passion Flix just to watch that, okay? That's how much I'm a fan. I just love her books. I love reading. But getting right into it. So quarantine reads. So I'm a fan on her fan page, and she had some kind of trivia and I won. And so she mailed me a copy of Seduced by a Steele. So the series is called Forged of Steel. So all the brothers are kind of like in this category. And so she's been writing about each brother. And so in Seduced by a Steele, which came out, I want to say this one came out in May, maybe. So maybe May. It just came out. Like it's still like a month old or something, but I was gifted this, so she mailed this to me. And it has her signature in the front, so I really love that. So I'm gonna put it on my bookcase here. But pretty much it's the brother Mercury Steele. He's just kind of one of those keep it straight, like just don't beat around the bush kind of guy. And this young girl named Sloane Donahue, she's like kind of running away from her parents, and I don't want to give too much away, but he ends up having to help her out because he thinks like she stole his car or whatever. She bought it from someone and they ripped her off. So anyway, they build a relationship because situations happen. He's trying to help her, and so they start working closely together. And so this was one of those where like the steam level is like a 9, right? But she kind of built up the tension throughout the book. So like you were waiting. And like when she finally got to that scene, you were like, that's what I'm talking about, right? So she's just like very good on pacing a story. She also like builds out the characters like so much that you kind of want to know what's happening with the other people in the background. And so she does the same thing. She cues up her characters. And so at the end of the book, she cues up Gannon's Steele, which is the last brother, and he's in the other book, which is Claimed by a Steele, right? So this was Seduced by a Steele, this was Mercury Steele, and then this one was Claimed by a Steele. And it's about the brother Gannon Steele. He took over the trucking business from their dad, and he is interviewed by this reporter girl, Delphine Ryland, and she's carrying, you know, like strong emotional baggage issues, type of stuff. But it's one of those, like, you know, I meet this person for the first time and this is different. So that's what that kind of novel is. That was the trope. It was like, oh my gosh, there's something about this girl. I have to find out what it is. Long story short, he invites her on like a trucking road trip, and you know, they kind of get to know each other, and you know, I don't want to kind of just give everything away, but steam level 9, steam level 9. So these are not your small town romances. These are actually Harlequin desires. Everyone who knows me knows, like, that is the aim. I want to write for a Harlequin. I have a few manuscripts I'm putting together to hopefully make it through submission rounds. But Brenda Jackson is just my absolute fave. And she made my week, you guys, because I read these both. These are fresh out. I think these are both New York Times, USA Today bestsellers right now, on the list that came out either earlier this week or last week. It's a bestseller. So, you know, lots of folks are raving about it, but she's just been so consistent. She just knows how to write about a family where you fall in love with every character. So if you're looking for like strong figures in the African American community in your novels that you read, like, they have good, strong careers, nothing stereotypical, then you're gonna want to read her books. She's just very good at building a story, building just a slight bit of suspense. It's not too much mystery, not too much suspense, but she has just built her story out so much that you get an all-rounder. So the main focus is the romance, but you're still following like secondary storylines in the background. So very good, 10 out of 10. You know, I'm just very honest. I am very meticulous about picking books, and so you might find that a lot of my reads are 10 out of 10s because I've been reading Harlequin for so long, since I was probably 14, that I can spot if I'm gonna like the book or not, like just from reading the back. Like, I'll know, like, nah, that's not what I want, right? So you'll find I'll have more 10 out of 10s because of that. But this was very good. Just a really good read. If you're bored during quarantine, that's something you can check out. I'll put the link in the description. I'm sure it's on Amazon, and you can also go to harlequin.com. This video is not sponsored. I'm just like the ultimate fan, right? All right, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you want me to read, and I'll possibly show a review on here. Thanks so much. Bye.